Hi chat. Hi chat. Okay, I'm here. I need to test the chat if the chat works. Chat works. Okay. No. Works. Does not appear to. Okay. Motherfucker. Sometimes my chat just suddenly refuses to work, and I need to like go into it for some reason. I just like I need to like fix shit. Okay. See, it doesn't appear in the and it doesn't appear anywhere. Okay. Testing. Okay, appears here. Should appear here too. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, you can already. I'm just fixing chat already. You can. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. If you want to, you can say soup. Zoop. Yeah, zoop. All of my stream elements sources broke for some reason. Goody. Thank you. Bye bye. Swear to fucking god. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Totally did not expect it at any point at point of time. I did not expect not a surprise raid. Surprise raid. Hi everyone. Just fixing scuff apparently because I don't know. It just does not work without scuff. From the soup. Okay, I'm gonna yeah. I'm just gonna try to fix shit in a moment. Soup. It doesn't appear for some reason. I'm just done with life at this point. Yeah, okay, that's chat inbox. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Bye. See you later. See you in a bit. Okay. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. Remove this as well. I'm gonna read this browser sub and followers. Wait, what? Oh, wow, nice. Welcome, Bloodech, for the welcome to the stream. For like, welcome to my stream. Okay.
Bloody is now following.
Welcome, Blood Day. Okay. Oh no, I need to adjust the width. So let's see. Oh, more a little too late. Safe. Yeah. Bloody. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Now I need to activate my stream real quickly. Steam real quick. Safe. Safe maybe. And then I need to do the chatting. Do I have the chatting box? Chatting box? That's the chatting box? Okay, chatting box, maybe like this. Let's test it another time, maybe. Upgerber, yeah, hello. Will you work? Yay. Okay, it works. Okay. Hi. 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 It actually finally worked. Finally worked. So I did not need to. Let me quickly check the overlay so it works. Twitch donations. So go with. Alright. Ah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Hello, chat. Thank you. So thank you for sticking with me through this because bonkers. Okay, I need to move a little bit less to the side. Okay. Okay, it's not on the hair. Cool. Mix it up. Do I have like poggers here? Okay, let me check.
Pog Online Poggers. Pog Online Poggers.
Okay, I need to add Joanna. Okay. Joanna. Hello. Okay. Okay. Finally, it looks nice. It looks nice. Hello. Finally, I am here. Script lack of mental space. This is me. Yeah, exactly. Just do whatever. That's what I mean. You don't really need to like cater to anything. Basically, just answer the two questions I asked of you in the most you manner possible. Right. Let's do that. Let's do that. Anyway, hello chat. I am here now because I thought it would be nice to hang around a little bit, like 2 hours today, and just enjoy our time after I'm done with everything. I thought it would be kind of rude to have to leave you without a stream today because I thought that I could be doing something, but instead I did something else, as usually because because I have no focus whatsoever. I thought I'd do like the new channel trailer because, oh, frankly speaking, my old one is kind of sucky at this point, so I thought I'd like do the new one. If you want to talk with me directly through Luna, Mooney, this is Mooney. Trailer, but blech. Oh yeah, fair enough. By the way, Luna, did you ever talk through Mooney before? You can post a command ! Say and write, and I will hear everything through my and it will be on the stream, and she will speak like this. Look at this.
Or a nerd, haha.
Yeah, see? Now Mooney called me a nerd, which tracks. Very much tracks. This very much tracks, honestly. I think a lot of people just don't really know what to do with this quite yet, but I'm glad when people use it. I'm glad when Peepoppers. Yes. Peepop. Welcome. Otherwise, welcome. Like genuinely. I thought I could be like just have some fun here. I don't know. I don't exactly know what I'm going to talk today about because I didn't really prepare. I basically had like spent a while doing other things and interacting with some folk, and now I'm here now. So I'm just like, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I woke up today at like 6 p.m. or something, or 5 p.m., something like that, because yesterday I spent a while on Grandpa's channel. Socioeconomic state of snails. I do not want to talk about the socioeconomic state of snails because I do not know the socioeconomic state of snails. I do not talk about anything I do not have any knowledge of. You know me. I'm so knowledgeable. And so poggers. To be fair, I'm not really poggers, but you know. It's as long as I can fool someone into believing that that is good, that is all well, that is all well with me. Also, look, we have like a whole arrangement today. I have my own skrunkly on my shoulder bouncing because I just have it there. It's just like it's there. I have everything here. I have everyone here. Everybody here. Everybody here. Everybody here. I need to check something by the way. But talk about taxes and real estate. As if I understand anything about that either. Like it's like oh. Okay. Also, I need to edit this to more 2000, which is honestly it's what's okay. Oh no. Okay, let me check something here. Hey, lovely. What's up? How you doing? Why are you surprised? What was this? What is this? What is the surprise you're speaking of? All right, my hair. I keep forgetting that like these the observer double checking. Am I Gucci right in that? Am I Gucci right in that thing we talked about? Yes, 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 absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Everything is absolutely good. Don't bonk me and Mooney. Don't bonk either of us, please. We are good people sometimes, occasionally. What do you mean, oof? Okay, sure. Okay, sure, whatever. whatever. What is this? 100. 51. Yeah, 51, 300. And 51, 300. Okay. Okay, so this is the actual thing. Apparently, yeah, this is the actual thing. So instead of that, yeah, it's still. Yeah. That is what it. That is what it is.
Do the ara ara.
Ara ara. Arara. Arara.
Dicks.
Arara dicks. Okay. Arara dicks.
Ara.
Arara dicks. Arara. 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 Awa awa. Awa 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 awa. Ah. 400. 400.
Stop being a bad raper.
Huh? Silence. I don't think that's what you meant to write. Not. I think that yes, I am proud of being bad at that. I'm proud of being bad at that. Hello, Jay. Hello, Jay. On that wonderful note, welcome to my stream. On me being that is what my chat is, by the way, Jay. My chat is like you're a bad that word. A little bit. You called me you called me dicks, exactly. You called me dicks. Welcome, Jay.
Observer? I barely know her.
Bruh. Yeah, rap artist. Yes, I'm a rap artist. Let's just say it like that. I'm a rap artist. Yes. Yes, I am a rap artist. Yes. Let the donation go. Apparently, I discovered that the dollar decided to fuck off into the ocean, so it basically half the price I need for my model. Apparently, the dollar just randomly decided to. No. I'm gonna play Terraria hopefully in a bit. No, I don't have Terraria. Do I have Terraria? I don't think I have Terraria. Okay. That is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I am gonna do that. Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna do everything. Yeah. Not okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna speak in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Make sure to count 10 minutes, yeah. That will I have to make sure I speak like that, yeah. Don't bonk me, god fucking damn it. Okay, let's reset. How do I just for the moment 0 and date 12 dnia 08 dnia okay done. Okay, go. Cool, yeah. Cool, yeah. Welcome everyone, yeah. I don't really know what to think about what to say about, but I'm genuinely preparing for everything in the middle of a conversation, yeah. If you want to I was writing numbers, so now I'm making a very interesting face. I'm making a very interesting face actually. I'm blushing, but I'm not blushing, but I'm angry, but I'm pogging. I just activated all of my stuff at the same time. Nice keybinds, exactly. Yeah, nice keybinds, exactly. This change flows for such and stuff. Yeah. Also, the I'm thinking I'm gonna just start with a PNG, right? So it's 51,300, so 300, 51,300, which is 700, right? Make a model, and then I'm gonna. If you guys help me fund the model, yeah, thank you. If you're gonna help me fund the model, yeah, I'm gonna be very good, yeah. 700, yeah. That is, I need to adjust it again, yeah. I'm gonna have a female model, yeah. My artist actually love HP. I didn't tell you this, but my artist, she was ecstatic at the idea, yeah. Theo, or in case of the female observer, it's gonna be Theo and Thea. I think that fits. Theo or Thea, that fits. That actually fits way too well. That admittedly fits way too well. Model 100 0. Okay. Okay. Now I need to return all of these things. Okay. Okay. We good tea. Well, one requires knowledge. There is one true source, a vast catalyst of anything and everything that could all deserved and recorded by one guardian, the observer. Yes. This is wonderful. No, that's wonderful. I like it. I'm basically okay. Did you ever like dived into the lore of Elder Scrolls? If you want a reference of what exactly role I serve, but like in the grand scheme of things, Hermaeus Mora from Elder Scrolls. I collect all the knowledge ever to ever be knowledge. Mora. Like I have a very similar role to this guy, HP. Yeah. I'm also an ancient unknowable entity, but I also like have a good ability to showcase as handsome lad, you know, as one does. As one really does. When one is an eldritch entity, one is either turning into a handsome lad or turning into waifu. Right. So yeah, this is gonna be. I'm gonna like basically ask my mama, my model mama for my female model. I'm gonna just keep to a PNG for now, and then I'm going to hopefully get enough cash to rig it. Well, eventually, yeah. That is gonna be the plan. Should be easy goal to hit. I think $700 is not that hard, so we'll see. We'll see. But then again, everyone else is kind of broke, so there's that. Oh man. The Shoost, by the way, this Shoost program has been like really amazing for having like so chatting streams. It's been really fun to have some chatting streams that look very fancy. A little down there. Okay. Yeah, like this. Look at this. Look at this. Like this. Okay. Like this. It's been really fun to have for chatting streams because it makes me look really fancy. Makes me look really fancy. I can't even like. Also, this took me very surprisingly long to fix everything. But I think apparently I just need to like save it again to be able to do this stuff again. I don't think anyone will like give me money right now, so I'm just gonna deactivate everything. Okay. Okay. We'll check them. Here you go. May I join you? Ooh, nice. Yeah. Nice again. Feel free to join. We're gonna get joined by HP Lovely. HP Lovely. British. Okay, I'm gonna call you. Call you maybe. Can I call you? Can you like? Are you like? No, I'm not. I'm already outside of the call, so I'm already outside the call. So I'm just gonna start voice call. Hello. All right.
Work between myself, HP Lovely, and yourself, the Observer.
Yes.
Yes, this was all done consensually. I asked if they were okay with it multiple times, and it's great because I could just be a pervert.
Yeah, amazing. that is just the way it is. That is just the way it is. Okay, I'm gonna lower myself a little bit, just a little bit.
Fine, don't worry. Again, if you hear like typing, it could be like a made up like ASMR typing stream, like. But no, how are you doing, Observer? How are you doing?
I am doing wonderfully. I've been like playing other things. I've been like preparing for. I'm just chatting with a friend. We tried selling the Vast Seas in the background too. That kind of ended up being surprisingly effective, but also not really. And also, I've been like salivating at the thought of having like the. Also, okay, so story. I already told this before, but like when I talked about a female model with my
with your mama, yeah.
yeah, with my mama, there was a lot of ha-has, and then I was like, I'm gonna make it like a fucking mommy.
Oh, Right. Important question.
Yeah,
This might change everything.
yeah.
Tits, ass, or thighs?
I think I'm gonna be the milker's haver.
Now we need someone with a fat ass so we can make a holy trinity.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna have like everything haver. judge
You know
it,
what?
judge it
I
by
respect.
yeah, judging by the what she said, it was like I was like I just basically throw it out there like the observer of the male version is like of tall and like muscular, and the female version is like shapely as hell. It's just like you got me, you got me.
I like to imagine the female version is like when you play The Sims or something like that, and you take like the little dragger and you just put it to max.
Yeah, it's probably that, but like it's gonna be in a suit, and I am I'm gonna be.
Ooh, I love a woman in a suit. That's gonna be really hot.
Yeah. That's I think it's gonna be like the same suit ultimately, but like stretched out a little in certain places.
It's like stretched out, a bit cinched in some places. We're gonna see those lovely, lovely like.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like a change to a skirt or like high cut along the skirt, maybe like long skirt with like a high cut leggy,
I
uh,
could leggy,
leggy leggy
leggy.
leggy with a cut, a leggy with a cut.
That's hot. That's hot. That'd be really cool. And you can have like jewelry as well. So you could have
Oh
like
yeah, generally.
like you have that tie with like that gem. You could
Oh.
have like a similar gem or a similar thing, but like in a single earring or something like that. And
Yeah,
then, like,
earrings. There's
ooh.
earrings possibly. There's like some possible light makeup possibly too, because obviously I think it would like add to the whole fancy schmancy aura.
Aura, aura, aura,
Aura.
aura.
And then I will debate everyone and be like Joel.
Oh no, we love that. We stand that. We stand a sassy queen.
Yeah. I would be the way. Honestly, like judging by how handsome my art mama drew me, I'm like very curious what she will do with my female
Is your
look.
art mama on your Twitter? Cause I might hunt her
Yes.
down.
Yes. She is actually on my Twitter. She
Oh,
is
is she
Usagi Aya.
Usagi? Oh,
Usagi Aya.
yeah,
Usagi
yeah.
Aya.
Oh, she is a good mama.
Yeah, she is sparkly. She's very sparkly. Like that's her
So does she
trademark.
rig it too, or did she only make yours?
Rig is Hikakot. She's like there.
Ah, oh, she is so good at what she does. Your mama's good.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you look at her art, she has like very super sparkly stuff, and it's really nice.
I love that the live 2D showcase and you're in the middle. Yo, the rest of your cape though, that's really pog.
Oh yeah,
I
the
like that.
cape, the cape. I can show you like I can show you like myself fully right now if you want to.
Hey, sure, cool. She's so good at what she does.
Look at this. She drew that model.
Let's have a look. Ooh. Ooh, I love how it's animated in the background. Your rigger did phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
Phenomenal work.
it's fully animated the background. Also, the thing is, you have to pay attention to when I move.
Hmm.
Look at what's reflecting.
Yo, those reflections are cool. Like the
Yeah.
reflections and the chain moving. That is absolutely
They
amazing.
are reflecting in the gem too, and reflecting on all the golden parts, and my monocle is also reflective.
So cool.
Thing is,
Honestly, you must be well proud.
yeah, thing is, also look at my eyes. SMYK.
Are they supposed to be like the color wheel or something like that?
SMYK. They are the color of book
Oh,
printing.
oh, that is
Yeah, they
amazing.
are the colors of book printing. I told my mama I'll be a librarian, and she snuck that in.
That is actually really, really cool.
Yeah, I think I also got inspired. Hello, Yuna. I got inspired by the eyes of Doma from the from Demon Slayer.
I've still not seen Demon Slayer, but I have been watching.
There is a
the
there
new
is a
anime
dude
reviews.
there. That is one of the demons who's there. He's one of the big boys, and he has like shining rainbow eyes.
Oh, you don't really see a lot of rainbow eyes. It's very, very unique.
Oh yeah, it's standing out. Let me show you my eyes. I'm gonna show you like the how his eyes look in the shot, in the only shot in the anime he was. Like it's not spoilery. It's just basically me showing you like how it looks. I'm gonna DM you.
It's kinda, I'm gonna cry, and the whole anime is gonna be ruined for me now.
Yeah. That's his eyes. That's what I got inspired by.
That's actually really cool. I like
Yeah.
that. I really like that.
Those are very, very unique eyes. And I think there's they add a certain level of interest. It's just this is very fascinating to look inside those eyes.
It's just I like how you have the regal purple and the gold, and then you have like the white coat, but then you have the pop of color with things like the yellow, blue, and the red in your eyes, and then like the highlights in your hair. It's so cool.
I think that what the design choices I think I made when I talked to like my artist mama, it was very limited involvement in the designing because I fully allowed the artist to do their magic here. But I said like I want to like some highlights in the hair. I want very long hair. I'd want this inspiration. Also, if someone did not know, this entire arrangement came as my homage to Vox. Vox Akuma from New Zealand.
Yeah, I see that. No, I see that. Yeah, very, very inspired, and yeah.
It's not directly
Really well
copying
done.
his stuff, but like it's not inspired.
It's right. It is very that, and for some reason, it gives me like Luca vibes.
There is a lot. There is a few inspirations from the Nijisanji
Yeah.
boys because I admire them and what they do, and that's sort of like how a big hurrah to what I want to aspire to be in a lot of ways. Other than that, also the thing is, I will insist that my female model has the hair free. So it's like not a ponytail, but like full cascade of hair down my back.
Right. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Long hair on guys is so fucking hot.
It is. It is. I have my hair is like up to my shoulders right now. I have it to wear it in ponytail.
Like literally, long hair on guys is just so. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's just Whenever I play like visual novels or romantic games, I either go for the sad emo boys who usually have long hair, or I usually go for the yanderes who usually have long hair. I have a problem. Oh, hi.
Yeah, you are here now.
I've suddenly appeared.
Yeah,
Hi.
you are here now.
Vivi
I
is my
decided
favorite sibling.
yeah, Vivi is the favorite sibling of my Mooney. Of Mooney.
Is Vivi the white-haired one?
No,
the pink-haired
Vivi is is one of the furries.
Oh.
Is the shorty purple one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, Vivi's cute. Vivi is cute. Vivi is cute, but like also a gremlin of unknown proportions.
Gremlins are great. Oh yeah, speaking of gremlins, Vivi, I'm making some fan fiction of Observer and a tentacle waifu. Would you be into that, Vivi?
I have enough Sweet Home Alabama jokes.
It's fine. I'll find them on Discord. I'll send them a random DM, and the first conversation between me and Vivi is just gonna be straight up smut.
Damn.
It's one way of making friends.
I mean, true.
Hi, Observer, here is some fan fiction of your sibling.
Hi, I'm HP. Would you like to see your brother fucking?
Literally, yeah. Imagine if your mama popped on right now, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, okay, no, Vivi is blue. I was blue dabba but I was wrong. It's blue. Vivi is blue. Bleh.
Vivi is taller than Observer.
Fuck off. I'm just like replying to TTS in my ear.
Sorry, I was just consuming beverage, and as you said, blue. I was like drinking a blue drink.
Damn.
It's like lemon and raspberry, but Matt and I call it blue, like our favorite flavor of color.
Yes. Randomly calling out your the name of your drink.
Blue, blue.
Blue. Dabadi dabadai. Dabadi dabadai. Dabadi dabadai.
Our karaoke stream when? Like, yo, those sick beats.
Dabadi dabadai. I don't.
That is my new alarm.
What?
That's my new alarm in the morning. I'm just gonna get like assaulted by you. Dubbity dubbity, dubbity dubbity.
Dabadi dabadai. And blue. Dabadi dabadai. Dabadi dabadai. I sent you, Vivi. I sent you, Vivi, to look at Vivi.
Okay, bye,
Let's
loser.
have a look. I'm sure I did see him. I might have been looking at something else.
Okay, see you later, Vivi.
I
Get the-
see them. Wait, I want to pet their ears. Oh, their hat. Oh.
Yeah,
they have,
yeah,
like, a
yeah.
butterfly skirt. They are a gremlin, but they're a musical gremlin.
Yeah,
right?
a very soft music, like kind of musical, kind of librarian too. Also, we accidentally matched themes. We accidentally matched themes. That's what happened.
Accidentally.
Not even joking. We
I've been
completely
trying
accidentally
to,
matched themes.
I've been trying to like do a cover of like a certain Vocaloid song that's very like old horror yandere.
Which one?
Vivi is Sizo.
I know a bunch. I know a bunch of songs. Vocaloid.
So it's a Gakupo one. The Tragedy of Chateau Capage. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
been kind of like waiting for an opportunity to do a collab. No, not a collab, but to do a song myself too. I'm gonna be doing a
This
different
is
thing.
it.
I want to do what I want to do is simply I want to do Odd Loop.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you know the song Odd Loop.
It does sound familiar. Like, I've literally got YouTube up right now.
Odd Loop. We should collab with a song. We should, Vivi. We should. What should we do? Like, what song should we do? Like, I will practice the hell out of it. And I will make sure I will sound at least decent. But like, what should we do?
Oh my god, right. If you two do a collab, can you have like a picture of your model mama, but like she has a camera, a bit like Kris Jenner, where she's like, yeah, like that is your mama.
That is gonna be the thumbnail. That is gonna be the thumbnail.
the thumbnail,
That is
yeah.
like it's just like us singing beside it, and I being like, yeah.
That is so funny.
I think I can sing bass also, so there's a lot of possibilities. I am a very like, this is my comfortable. I'm a very low. This is my low. I'm going low. I'm very low, in terms of singing. So there is that.
I've been toying with the idea of like either Japanese covers or English, but I find with Japanese, I go lower.
Yeah, I know, but like that because I'm like sucky at singing, I can only go really low, not really low, just low-ish. Because I'm like I'm not trained to sing at all. I just do at my comfortable like frequency. And maybe they decided to give me an eldritch voice when I was made. Decided to give me an eldritch voice. It's all good. It's all good, Vivi. It's all good. But yeah, if you have a song you want like to do, like maybe I don't know, Identity or something like that, we could do Identity.
Oh, you can do Rocco. Rocco,
Rocky, yeah.
That'd be fun.
We could do that. Identity,
Yeah.
Rocky, Na. A few other songs possible. Like those that don't require you to like to sing your heart out and are like very soft on the vocals. I would do them easily. I think. Well, not easily per se, but I would do them. Rocky, Na. Some ideas on Discord to go to
Honestly, I believe there is something there you could do.
Yeah, I will send you later.
Like,
I will send
yeah.
you later, Vivi. I will send them later. I have a few Vocaloid songs I have in mind. Oh, it's
Try and go pee in my own toilet. Fucking mood.
yeah. It's like every time I need to go somewhere else outside of my home in the bathroom, it's like a gamble. If there's gonna be even one in the vicinity, and there's like, okay, see ya. Man. Today's gonna be a quiet stream, I feel like, because yesterday's been like fucking chaos for me, because like right. So what happened is stream summary. What happened is yesterday there was a stream, basically cool stream with like 6 average people, right? It was 6 hours 39 minutes because of course I decided to go that far. And out of 6 average people, I got 6 followers of that, right? I was like, okay, that's a good day. That is a good day, I say to myself. And then I see a Twitter post on. Then I see a Twitter post is like going from Eldridge Grandpa. You ever heard about this guy? He's like VTuber Grandpa dude, big supporter person. First, like I'm doing a stream. You would like to hop on? I'm like, okay, sure. And I'm like, not to me directly. Any mutuals who would like to like post under it and hop on, I'm free. Like, okay, I posted under it like a post. Okay, I'm gonna hop on. And after a while, he invites me in, right? Just like we did like a preliminary chatting, a little bit, little exchange of chatting, like, and everything. Just like questions: Are you above 18? I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I jump in.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
5 hours later, 12 more people decided to follow me. So I was yesterday I was at 518. Now look at my followers.
Yeah, now you're at like 538. Like, honestly, good job.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I was just enjoying myself and vibing, and that just happened, and I'm like, yeah, sure, that's the way it goes, I guess.
So good though.
Yeah,
You're doing great, sweetie.
yeah, it's awesome. Honestly, I don't really know what to think about how recent my growth has been recently, because it's been like all over the place. But on the other hand, my one of the applications I've been applying to, actually, they actually decided to come to say hello to me back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of the
Good.
smaller ones, non-profit ones. I think I'm not gonna name names because I don't know how it does it affect it. Does it not affect it? I have no idea, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Was it the one I mentioned? That I was going to?
No, they have still applications up, so they're not gonna send it any
How long
yeses
did it
or
take
nos.
them to go through it? Do
They-
they actually say yes or no's?
Yes, they do say yes or no's, and they say the messages will be sent out after the applications close within like 2 weeks period, I think.
Oh, was that for the one I mentioned?
Yeah. They will say within the 2 weeks after the applications close. So you don't. So don't just throw it into the back of your head and not worry about it for now.
Makes sense.
It's always like that. I just don't worry about most of the VTuber communities I apply to, because most of the time it's like a big grueling process of applying, and then like getting accepted first phase. You pass into the second phase. You schedule a conversation. Then you schedule something else, and then you just like talk it out, and like get a contract down, and it's just like it's a grueling process. I actually talked to a few people who passed it. To a certain extent, and I myself had passed in previous times further, but like some complications not allowed me to fully complete the thing. So I know it's like it takes a while. Like that's why like Hololive waves pass so slow out, because their application process is fairly grueling, but even more so to that adds a period of grace in which you basically go into the server with all your gen mates, and you have to, it's actually a rule that you have to get to know each other. You have to get to know each other's quirks. You have to get to know each other's personality. They are literally contractually obligating you to become friends.
I mean, it makes sense in a way because, especially with big things like Hololive, they want to make the next group. They want to make the next generation. So they want to see, who works, who doesn't work, that sort of thing. So
Honestly, and that is,
yeah.
I not only agree with that, I fully respect that, because that is what that's what these generations need. Because people really like watching the bonds developed by these people. They really do. That's why that's why you can see, like, it hurt when Mano Aloy graduated, right? It hurt a lot of the people from Gen 5. Like, you'd think they worked for like less than a month together. No, they actually worked together for months at this point, and were prepared for it, and they were excited, and were basically very excited for everything, right? So they were very friendly with each other probably at this point. And when the whole chaos happened, obviously they were very disappointed by everything, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's basically how it functions. All of the Tempest guys, they probably knew each other at this point, at the very least half a year.
Of course, yeah. I get that. Flipping Nora.
Yeah, and even on the side of like Niji-Sanji, the actual process was that a few waves that were there before at the start, like first wave, second wave, third wave, they all were scouted at the same time. And it's just they were rolled out one by one over a certain period of time, but they were already there for months together, so they all knew each other for a long time. That is basically how it functions. I mean, to be fair, it's very easy to scout like 9 talents, right? Because there's like a fucking avalanche of applications on their positions on the OVN branch. Avalanche. Those like make sense. It makes sense.
Do you reckon people go in or apply together as a group? They get to that stage, and then they sort of.
Yeah, they see who works together. They see who who has the experience to fit into the profile. They see who has the honestly, some of their talents passed on by sheer luck. I'd say Selene, for example, Selene Tatsuki. She doesn't really have as much experience in the VTubing world. What she did is basically she threw together a random ass. She wrote a script. She recorded a video. She added a bunch of clips of herself, like doing some random shit, and she just sent it in. And then she bullshitted her way through everything, basically, and landed in the position.
We love that. Good for her.
Yeah. I mean, I respect that. It's so. For example, I am going to have like an interview next week, I think, somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good on you.
Yeah.
I'm
Next
guessing
week.
that places thingies have closed, as in like their auditions have closed.
Yeah, they're closed. They are officially announced that they're closed, and they started to send out the notifications, which is surprising because I think I got like one of the earliest acceptance from them, because I guess the thing is, I myself has grown intensely since the last time I applied to anything. That I believe so, at least, because if I look at my old content, even look at my old like channel trailer, I don't think it actually fully represents what I am as a VTuber anymore, because I have been chatting a lot more. I've been like doing less of those stupid loot jokes. I have been stuttering much less, actually. I noticed I've been stuttering much less.
I'm just gonna have a quick look at the trailer just to remind myself.
Yeah, you can just, it's 1 minute. You just look at it. But like I'm a little different right now than I was before. Not like fully.
Who did the art for the channel? Was that also your mama?
No.
When you were like reading a book.
No. That is another artist. I was gifted this art.
Right, okay.
It's a beautiful art though. This artist also was the one who did my shirtless image.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see how it is.
Yes, that's the same artist that did my shirtless image. uh, that is just the way it is.
Socioeconomic state of snails. What in the? Are you okay, Luna?
Luna, are you okay? Well, who's okay? Where's Luna?
They would just like talk about the socioeconomic state of snails.
Yeah. That. You scrolled up in the chat, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure, that makes sense. That makes sense. Brother, brother from my mother. Okay. Oh, false ideas online. That's nice.
But like, I think no matter what happens, even if say if people are thinking of auditioning and they're worried that they're not going to make it, you still learn from the audition process.
Even more so, I'm gonna say to you
Yeah.
right now, several biggest talents, one of the biggest talents right now in Gen 5, Nene, right? What happened is she was rejected 3 times.
By Hololive or different places.
Yep, Hololive. 3 times.
Oh,
Before she actually got in, she was rejected 3 times. That is something she told. That is an absolute truth. She was rejected 3 times. She could not make it 3 times, despite her being like eventually accepted. Because agencies really love perseverance. Because in part they also test how committed you are to
like how
joining.
committed, how loyal, that sort of thing.
Yeah, how committed you are to joining them in particular, right? How much you want it or don't want it.
It's also a good way for them to see growth and to see you come from like one thing and then to sort of obviously
Yeah.
grow
For
to
example,
something like
I think what happens with like Niji Sanji, I think they have me on on the radar because I have like I first I auditioned when I was like 25, then suddenly I jumped to 100, then I jumped to like 200, then I jumped to like 500. So it was like, oh, this person is growing, so they probably have me on the radar, right? So with other
If you're
agencies.
if you're part of that agency, are you no longer allowed to play with other VTubers?
No. I don't think so. So it will be like a conversation, I think, with the manager at this point. But I don't think I will be disallowed to interact with my friends and shit. I don't think so.
Okay.
Plus, it's like
It's
not
just
it's not really commercial, so I don't think they have a lot of super overarching rules. It's more like helping talent management than anything.
it's like the place I mentioned to yourself. I was looking at it before,
Yeah.
and I have auditioned for it. But I think the way I looked out, I looked at the documentation for it, and they were like, "We will help you with this. We will provide you all of this stuff, as well as mentoring, as well as guiding you, and weekly
Yeah.
reviews and whatever." And at least this one I'm looking at, they will pay you the first 6 months with the goal in mind to get 10,000 in 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which obviously would be doable when you have like an agency backing you
Oh
up.
no, there were half of the talents already there. I noticed at least no, honestly, all of their talents already there. If I checked
Yeah,
again, yeah.
like they had some talents that literally debuted in March and they're already got like 10,000.
Yeah, 10k is not that.
Not 10K, sorry, 5K.
5k, yeah, 5k is even more trivial for an agency. Like we are used to like Face Connect, for example. Face Connect opens the doors. I will try to edition it again, even though they're probably. I don't know when they actually will open doors for male VTubers. Actually, I'm not sure. Because I'd want to apply to Face Connect, like I want to.
Face Connect.
Pipa is there.
Oh,
Pipa
okay,
is from there. Tenma is from there. A few other people are from there too.
Right, okie dokie. You see,
Yeah.
things like VTubing and stuff like that does really interest me, but because there's so many different agencies and so many different VTubers, I usually find myself gearing towards, the same ones that I do like to watch. But what's really good about things like collabs is through them you meet more. So obviously,
I noticed
I
recently.
agree.
Okay, so like yesterday, even like a prime example. I'm talking to a guy, Horatius the dwarf, right? I'm talking to him. Like we might do a thing to tomorrow, like on stream, maybe. I don't know. If you want to join in on the Deep Rock Galactic, and then I hear Grandpa also mention Horatius, and I'm like, yeah. The VTuber world is so small if you really think about it. Like if you know, say 300 people, right? If you like, I'm just maxing it out. 300 people is basically all you need to know all of the big shots. Like basically, and even then, it's even less if you don't consider some people big shots and other people you do and other people you don't. It's like you need to know really only 300 or 400 people. Uh,
Yeah.
and
And then
if you
sort
count
of
out the Hololive and Nijisanji, that cuts it down to like 100 people.
that makes sense. No, that makes sense. I was just like thinking about it. I was like, huh, when you put it like that.
Ultimately, there's a lot of people that look like VTubers on the internet, but are not really VTubers. And if you really get down to it, a lot of these people who are VTubers, they tend to either grow or fall off eventually, right? And they become a part of that 100 something, or not,
Yeah.
or just not.
No, I get that. I
But
get
yeah,
that. Yeah.
I do know in the back of my mind, absolutely know a lot of VTubers who I would consider like either the rising stars, or like already big names, and that's I would not give it more than 150 people. Like, if you really get down to it, it's such a small world, such a
It
small.
is. Yeah, because, right. I like VTubing personally. I like VTubing. Obviously, that's why I do it. Obviously, with other stuff that pops up, it does make it hard, especially with like health scares and stuff. It does make it a bit more difficult to do things that I want to do. But there are more VTubers that, or there are some VTubers, I should say, that are going through a lot more than what I'm going through, and
Oh
they're
yeah.
still like dedicating themselves to it. So I can easily say to myself, and I can confidently say to myself, I do like VTubing, but I know I could do more. So the way I'm trying to get my life on track, so I can do what I like, what I want to do, which again is VTubing. And I might not be good at that, like off the bat, but it's all a learning process.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
even you said with your trailer, like you looked at the start and you were like, oh, you don't stutter as much, you're not as quiet, you're talking more. And it's one of those, the more you do it and the more you get in the habit of doing things, the easier it will be.
Like
So, sorry.
I would like ask. I might ask like people who watched me at the start. I don't know, maybe Oni Bun Bun, maybe someone else. And I guarantee, I think I will hear that I'm a completely different person now than I was when I started out. And the funny thing, I started out. I remember that to this day how I started. I started out the first week of my streaming was with a PNG that did not have a speaking frame. It was basically a bouncing PNG.
But that's still better than nothing. Like, if you really, right, when you think about it, if you really want to stream and you have a computer that can stream, all you need is an image. All you need is an image. You can get OBS for free. You can get the
Yeah.
software for the PNG for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, there's several I know that are really good and allow presets if you have a PNG. If you're an artist, yeah. Like, okay, so for example, I found a Fiverr, right? That is amazing because I helped my uncle get his PNG. He's kind of like not he's like streaming not enough right now. And like I found like I helped him and commission this thing, and $50. $50 a Fiverr, really good PNG. Speaking and half body, speaking and not speaking frames, blinking frames, and several emotions. $50. And
Really?
yeah,
That's
you
really
can.
good.
It's a good art style too. Very cute, very nice, very soft.
It's just, I just wished that
People
I
try
had more
to
people.
people try to more orient themselves on the big stars, right? But
Yeah.
ultimately, a lot of them did not start the way they are. Iron Mouse did not start her career popping out models
Iron
every
Mouse
2 weeks.
is Iron Mouse is the perfect example because IMALS was one of the first ones, like one of the first English ones, I should say.
Yeah.
That really, and when you look at her growth, it really is like a good like demonstration of perseverance.
Oh yeah. Her growth was basically like a line, boom. It was basically like when I look at it, it's basically a straight line, almost throughout the entirety of since 2017 up until 2020. So she's basically spent three years doing the same thing over and over and over and over, hoping it would work. But she also like had a free model she used. I think a free model, completely free, stock model, one of those older VTubing programs before VTuber Studio became a thing. And she used a shitty mic, like a shitty laptop. And considering she could not even like get out of her bed by this point, because of her health conditions. So she basically just spent 3 years with that shitty laptop, doing whatever she could to live a life through this little laptop, to play games, to like stuff like that. And then she exploded in 2020. Zentreya is also a good example. She was very much she was very not that well captured early days. She did like started in VR chat, right? Because she got like Infusion Cash, I think. Started in VR chat, then transitioned into a VTubing where she was silent, completely silent. She did not have the TTS.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
She had like a very scuffy little chat box where she typed out stuff.
Yeah.
I still remember the videos of hers from that period where she had to like have the editor infer what the fuck she meant. But that's why she's so good at physical comedy and physical interpretation, because she was forced.
She had to be good at it. She had to get used to doing that.
Yeah, she was forced to basically emote everything that she meant because she couldn't literally type in any situation. She only could type when she was like only streaming, like just chatting, when she only in the middle of not in the middle of doing anything or gaming or whatever.
Also, lore-wise, apologies, lore-wise, Observer, do you like the stars?
Yes.
Okay, cool, that's it. Carry on.
Yeah, stars is a prominent. Actually, one thing related to my design I think I should mention is that if you look closely, right here, there's my jacket is a sky full of stars.
So while we were talking, I was like having a drink and looking on the internet while we were talking about stuff. So I just carried on from what I put in the chat. All observed and recorded by one guardian, the Observer. The Observer, also known as Theo to their closest companions, was nonchalantly flicking through one of his many tomes of the stars.
Nice. But yeah, look at this. See the jacket on the screen. Look at this. There's little dots of light.
I like that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's stars. They are stars within my jacket.
Does the Observer have a star sign, or are they just an entity? Would you say the Observer has a star sign?
Star
Or
sign.
would you say like they are the universe or whatever?
I would say they're like the only little universe. It's empty though. It's like basically the true form observer. I will not disclose until I have like the inspiration for it. But like their current form, being me, it's like more of a puppet / acolyte more than anything.
Okay.
You know how one of those avatars that deities, unknowable deities have. I am the avatar, basically.
No, I get that. I was only asking, just so I know what direction it is, to go in. Because even though I am typing smut, I still want it to be interesting. And I want it to be a bit of a sort of a smart smut. So nothing like, oh yeah, he threw her down and fucked her. Like, no.
A smirt, if you will.
Oh, shut up.
A smirt.
I'm just no, you know what? I'm just gonna delete all of this. I'm gonna weep and I'm gonna cry.
Love you, HP. Love you.
Also, I'm thinking, right, because you have loads of books, how would HP appear? Would it be through like some kind of gate? Would she appear through a book? Is there a way for people to come into this realm of yours, this private library of yours, if you will?
Interesting situation. But the thing is, people come in. People, you know how the room of requirement works, and
Yes.
basically the room to the place appears whenever you need it the most. So when you have like the sharp need of a specific knowledge or a specific piece of knowledge or something, the door might, there's a chance that the door to the infinite library might appear, and it's just like if you don't steal anything from it, like if you don't like have the intention to steal that knowledge, it will appear, and I am here to provide you with that knowledge, basically. Yes.
That's fine. And just to confirm, the observer, do you go by he, him, he, them?
I think he works for now, at least.
Yep, that's fine. Again, I want to respect it. I don't want to, like, you know, not identify you properly.
Oh yeah. It's okay. Fucking hell. I already talked about it yesterday, but like the world is such a complicated place.
The world is such a complicated place. But
There
at the
is
same time,
there is so many things like one can overstep accidentally, so it's better just like set it up before.
yeah, that's why I'm one of those where it's like I am very blunt, but I'm only blunt because I feel like it saves time and it saves things, you know, bad things happening. So if I do meet someone, I'm like, oh yeah, like what are your pronouns? You know, do you go by blah 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 blah? Oh, it's this. Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think that for now it works. We'll see what happens when I get like a female model, because it's like it's gonna be like confusing to call it like a dude, like a mommy milkers with dude. It's just like, oh, this guy, hello.
Well, it'll be one of those like.
You know what? Actually, yeah, it's
yeah. I know it's she her.
yeah, sort of like that.
Strap Theoa.
Yeah, I think Thea actually it's a really neat coincidence that my nickname became Theo, because it's really easy to shift one letter and voila.
Yeah, I get that.
And the observer is very unisex thing, so
It really is. I'm just having a look at your model, like Swish's hair. I'm trying to gauge whether that'd be more like a midnight. You sort of have.
to be fair,
midnight hair or like galaxy hair.
yeah, it also has like some deep starlight inside
Yeah.
of it all.
It's almost like a supernova.
Yeah, kinda a little bit. It's like the hair color. It's a little shiny. Like the hair itself is like on. It's like dim light emanating from it, like similar to a starlight, but like different stages of star. Embers dancing across like the hairdo.
Uncle Anko, whoa, he's here to say hi.
Hello, Uncle. How you doing, Uncle? I'm here for like a short stream here, but like he dancing on these nuts. He's dancing on them nuts.
I like how you said it's a short stream and been here for like an hour and 11 minutes.
I mean, yeah, 2 hours is what I consider a short stream. Two or something.
Makes sense.
Two plus hours is what I consider a short stream. I mean, yeah, it's a short stream. Like, it's genuinely considering like what I'm just gonna like go ahead. I had like a bunch of short streams recently, but like look at this shit: 6 hours and a half, 4 hours, 3 hours, 12 hours, 2 hours, 2:11, 4 hours. Like, I usually go for 3 or more hours, outside of
I
certain
hate you, Uncle. I hate Uncle so much.
outside of certain definitions. I go for like 3 to 4 hours, not more, right?
Yeah. I don't really have like a goal because I get exhausted very easily. I try to stream for so many hours a week, but I don't want to sit down and say I'm gonna do 3 hours and then just sort of get tired halfway, and then just do like the first half as decent content, and then the last half as shit content because I'm exhausted.
Thing is, for some reason, something weird happens with me is that it goes the opposite way for me. Like I start off exhausted and tired, but then I continue to grow in excitement more and more and more until I'm turning into a hype machine. And it's just like it's weird. So like for example, okay. So what happened yesterday on Grandpa stream? I met Jay. He was earlier in comments, right? Because he is his old friend of Grandpa's, and we're actually both psychologists. We're therapists. We're both of us.
Interesting.
Yeah, and what happened is we shifted from talking about like random psychological bullcrap, and suddenly we shifted into the behavioral science of humanity and how it relates to the confirmation biases that is spread around the universe and how the changes and how this whole thing affects our perception of things. To which Grandpa proceeded to mute himself because he doesn't fucking understand what we're talking about, but he's enjoyed it anyway.
Honestly, that's incredibly interesting.
And then later down the line, we slowly shifted to still talking like professional scientists, mind you, but in a voice of Beavis and Butthead.
Right, that is so cool. It's like I've never. Oh, I can't think of the words. You know when you want to say something, but it's just stuck. It's one of those. I've always been interested in mental health, especially because it's something near and dear to my heart. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
yeah,
something
yeah, yeah,
I've suffered with.
Yeah.
But it's to sort of analyze people and to go into their brains and sort of look at their psyche and
Yeah.
try and figure out what's going on and what's caused them to think those things or act that way. It's a commemorable.
A lot of
Incredible thing.
psychology ultimately boils down to really empathy and understanding of other people and how they possibly can feel, and all of the implications of their past that can potentially affect their current state of mind, and all of the sources of traumas are honestly easily findable if you know where to look. Like if you, for example, I completely accidentally, Mike.
Right. Okie dokie.
Yeah, you know, I completely okay. So I was just talking to,
I love
for
you,
example,
my dear hamster persona. You're the best league player I do not know.
what?
I think you. I think I've just
Anka,
lost
I
for a
love you, my
moment.
dear hamster persona. You're the best league player. I do not know. Okay, sorry. Anka redeemed the conversation, and yeah.
No, it's fine. I love you, my dear hamster persona. You're the best league player I do not know. Oh, you are an idiot. No, wait. Am I allowed to swear on your stream?
You are allowed to swear. I say a lot of
Okay.
fucks. A lot of fucks.
Right, listen here, little shit. I fucking hate you. You are not on the Christmas card list. I'm taking you off of it. I hate you, Uncle Anko. Oh, now he's running away. He's running away. He's scared of me. I'm that
Yeah.
intimidating.
Yeah, he's scared. He's scared of the tentacles.
Truly, truly so.
Truly so. But yeah, so I was talking randomly. I wasn't even trying to do the psychoanalysis thing, and I started listening about like the past and stuff, and like what certain situations in the past, and I was like, you might be having this because that and that. Month later, he was like, by the way, observer, you diagnosed me. Good to know. Good to know.
Good to know. Flipping heck.
Yeah, so basically, this is just habits at this point. This is just professional habits. But yeah, I think Jay is one of those people who I never expected to like bounce off so seamlessly with, because I don't really usually bounce off people. I usually chat at them a lot, like ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble, 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 or
Honestly, like,
or I stay
I feel
silent.
the same way. Like, I feel the same way. It's like, I'm one of those. I like to listen. I'm also worried about, like, saying things that either might offend people or at the same time just saying the wrong thing. And that's just, like, something I am always worried about. So sometimes especially with my ADHD, I can come across as if I'm not paying attention.
Same.
But it's like I'm one of those. If my brain is not stimulated, I have to do other things. So it's like while we are talking, I am listening to you, but I'm looking at the VTubers you've mentioned. So even though it's a conversation we had a while ago, I'm like taking interest and looking into it and such.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice to find people who just understand that, if that makes sense.
I same here. Like I can watch a movie with someone, right? And then I just immediately start typing in the background. I start like doing something in the background. Some people, and I know a person who dislikes me doing that, but like I know. I'm still paying attention despite everything because I have I have two monitors. B, I have ADHD, so I need to pay attention to several things at the same time, or I completely lose focus.
Literally me.
Same thing.
like-
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No,
Yeah.
you go on.
Continue. First.
I was going to say, it's like at work, I work in IT myself.
Hmm.
And we do a lot of send devices and sending things out and noting things down, like who's got what device, that sort of thing. But because I'll be stuck on the same task for a while because the device is not cooperating. I've the way our office is set up, we have like monitors set up, so if anyone comes into the office for whatever reason, they can use it. But because we had that many free spaces, I got like one of the monitors and I like turned it so I had it in a portrait mode. So I have 3 monitors instead of 2. Like lists and stuff, and on that monitor, that portrait one, I've got like a timer at the top, which is like a 25-minute timer, and then it will beep, and then it'll be a 5-minute timer. So in the 25 minutes, I'll do a task, and in the 5-minute one, it will let me look at things like emails, messages, that sort of thing. And I use that as a way to sort of keep me focused because I can like look at the timer and it tells my brain, you've got to keep doing this for this amount of time until you can do something else. And I don't know why, but for me, that's just been working really well. I forgot what it's called. I think it was called like the Horodora technique.
It definitely works in terms of keeping attention because ADHD people they require they are very easily distractible. Thing is, they can be easily distracted by something that might put them on the track of the things they actually got distracted from. So what happens is like you pay attention to your task, and then suddenly your ADHD flares, and you need to pay attention to something else, and then you look towards the monitor that has the timer, and you immediately go, and it immediately shifts in your brain like, oh, right, I need to do this. So you shift back to the task at hand. So it helps actually keep your attention without brute forcing it, because you yourself make yourself focus back in on the thing you need to focus on, and you don't like play with your fingers, you don't play with your everything, because you have a solid thing you can shift your attention to that will immediately allow you to focus back on something else. Same thing as I noticed. Same thing I noticed when you play, when I play personally, Power Wash Simulator, and I chat with people. It effectively turns into a chatting stream because I have my Power Wash Simulator to keep me entertained, to keep my brain entertained, and I can focus on topics and so focus on the conversations. Right now, my ADHD demands me I do something else, so I'm playing with everything in my hand, like I'm fiddling with everything I have in my hands, and that helps me keep occupied.
Same here, but the best thing is I'm a woman, so I can just play with my tits.
Amazing. Yeah, like I'm spinning my phone, I'm doing like stuff here, and it really helps me to focus my thought process. It's really a learning process because a lot of people don't really adapt well to this kind of like it depends wholly. Like if you're adapted to it, it doesn't really affect you in a lot of ways. It just showcases in minor symptoms.
Yeah, what's been really interesting is at my previous jobs, they were always, you must do a task this way, and you must meet this deadline or this criteria, or you get in trouble. But at the job I'm at now, which I've been comfortably at for I think nearly 6 months at this point, which is a new record, I'm very blunt, and I've told my boss, like, look, this is how my mind works. I know I get distracted easily, but I do know my stuff, or I might take a bit longer to learn some stuff, but I can still do it. And for example, there's 4 people in our group and in our boss, and one's on holiday, one's ill, and I'm in the office on my own because the other person has to work from home to do the earlier shift and like take all the calls while I set up the devices. And I kid you not, this week is the week where we've had the most devices. So I'm doing like the work of about 3 people. And I said to my boss, I said, look, I'm getting a bit overwhelmed with everything that's going on. I want to try this technique with this timer, the one that I mentioned. And I want to make sure you're okay with that. You know, like I'm not taking the mick. And he's like, look, whatever's easier for you. Obviously, you know how your mind works better. That's fine. You know, do whatever makes it easier for you. As long as we can still get this stuff sorted, that's fine. But at the same time, if you feel like it is overwhelming and we can't do this on time, please let me know. Don't worry. And I feel like a lot of people, like you said, just can't really adapt to stuff like that, especially when they're so set in the ways of this is how everyone thinks, this is how the mind is supposed to work. It's sort of commendable that they're able to look at that and listen and think, right, we can, you know, adjust or we can do it a different way.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, what a lot of people don't really understand is that, again, normal applies to everyone differently because of how everything is. Like normal is obviously going to be different from for a person who has like a DID, dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah,
Person normal is going to be different for people who have like bipolar, extreme bipolar. It's going to be very different from normal people who like do not have bipolar. ADHD also different normal, and that's how their brain just cannot just like think normally, because ultimately normally like as a person who does not have any the mind changing ability things, but like they just cannot think potentially the way any normal person can ultimately. And again, normal, I'm just like doing this normal quote unquote basically. It's impossible for them to think the way, like it's impossible for you to perceive how it is to not get distracted, right?
Yeah.
Same for me.
I always thought like, especially because I was told this at a young age, I always thought that I just got easily distracted, and then I got scolded, you know, for not, you know, being so on the ball. And I think because of that, it sort of stems things like, you know, perfectionism, wanting things to be right. Because I know I get distracted easily, and because of that stress that I've had previously, when I do something and it's either not up to standard or not up to par, instead of looking at it from the perspective of, well, your mind works a bit differently, this will be fine. My mind is, oh, it's not how other people would do it or how other people would like it, and then I would just get rid of it and do it again. And I would really struggle with coursework and stuff because of that. And that is because, at least in my opinion, obviously I'm not a professional, but I feel like a lot of that can stem from unwarranted punishing, if that makes sense.
A lot of
Or
it
like
can stems from
misunderstanding.
about the fact that people just don't understand what the symptoms like. It's the same thing as with the terminal illness. When you look at it and people start noticing the signals and the symptoms, what people often do, and I noticed it as a psychological thing as well, the people also as well not start to explain this with other small minor things. And whenever the people go to the doctor to try to discover whatever else minor thing they might have, that is when
Yeah.
they accidentally discover that they have this thing going on, right? It's mostly accidentally. Nobody goes like if for the first symptom and goes, oh my god, I have cancer, right? Nobody says that, right? It's a psychological thing because we as a, I don't know what it is, but like it's ingrained into us that something bad happens to everyone else, but it will probably not happen to me. That is like the
Mine's,
thing.
mine's the opposite, where it's like, oh, this can never happen to this person, but anything bad that can happen will happen to me because I have that bad luck. And I think that's just my anxiety stemming from that. It's
Anxiety
almost
definitely.
like looking over my shoulder, like, oh shit, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah. Being in a state of mind where you perceive yourself in always in the worst case scenario is a normal thing. Some people, it stems from a pessimism brought on by a series of disappointments in the childhood, I'd say. Actually, it's interesting. It's very interesting, but anxiety and pessimism often appear because you were disappointed a lot, and you had
Yeah, that's actually
expectations.
true. Yeah.
You were just expectations in your childhood, and you were disappointed a lot. So your brain got rewired at a very early age to expect not the best outcome. Like I'm gonna get ice cream. No, you're gonna go. I'm gonna go get ice cream, but I'm gonna trip, fall face first into a ditch, get ice cream all over myself, and not
Yeah.
eat any of it.
That's actually like very very accurate. Like personally, I don't get along with my parents, but I found that now that I'm a bit older and I have my own place, I was finally able to distance myself from my blood family, and I have a much better and supportive chosen family, and it really affects you more than you think. You know, when you let go of that heavy weight or that heavy burden, and it's almost freeing in a way.
Yeah, if you have a bad family history, most of the time what happens is even if it's like okay, even if it's like a good family history, but if you have a sibling, for example, an older sibling that is like better than you in every single way possible, you will still find yourself growing inequality, growing complex of being not enough because even
Yeah,
if
yeah.
even if that sibling is not like throwing it in your face, right? Even if that sibling that it's we're such a complicated beasts that even when everything is okay, even if it's just someone doing good and you're not doing that good, you're gonna find yourself being feeling inadequate.
Yeah, like a good example of it would be like, say if your mum and dad treated you and your sibling um, equally. So,
Yeah.
they gave you the same stuff, they talked to you the same way, that sort of thing. Say if it came to something like a sport, so like say if you were running and you're in a race. In those situations, there has to be like a first and a second and a third. Say if your sibling came first and you came third, that's when it would hit you.
Oh yeah.
You probably the first time you think, oh well, it's just a sport, whatever. But if there is repeated like scenarios of that happening where that sibling does better than you, it could be in a test, it could be in you both cook, you both decorate a cupcake or something, and they decorate theirs better. If you have like multiple scenarios of that happening, proving that they're more competent than you are at such things, then that can also stem it. Even though the mum and the dad, or the mum and the mum and the dad, whatever, even though the parents are
Do
treating
everything
you
equally,
equally. Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
equally. Like it can still happen. Thing is, we are very fragile things when it comes to
Yeah.
psychology. I know people who don't really have any overarching big problems of psychological character, but they still do go to a therapist occasionally to like vent out some stuff and like talk about their feelings and whatever whatnot. Thing is, I think people again, I said it yesterday, I'm gonna repeat it here. People think that you come to a therapist to like heal the trauma, but like you need to go to a therapist to like not let the trauma happen in the first place.
Yeah, so like, well, I noticed when I went to mine, I spoke to, when they were like, oh yeah, why are you here? Why are you here? I gave them my reasoning for it, and they were like, okay, so what made you come to that reasoning? Oh well, because of X, Y, and Z. Okay, and so this scenario that happened, how do you feel about that? Yada yada yada, and just to explore those feelings, because I personally would never have dove that deep, but to
Yeah.
have someone who is very new to it and asking you all these questions, asking you to explain everything that is making you feel this way.
Yeah, ultimately, what we are,
Yeah.
in a lot of situations, we are a set of fresh ears. We cannot tell you what to do. That is like not in the rules. We cannot tell you what to do. We cannot tell you how you feel. We can give advice. We can help you dive deeper into the psyche of yourself. But ultimately, I attribute a lot of the legwork of people and their mental health under my care. I do not attribute it to myself. I attribute it to them. They did it
Yeah.
themselves.
That's why I respect people who work in like your kind of field a lot, because you're from an outside perspective, if someone has never been to therapy, there's usually two ends of the spectrum you see. It's either, oh, I don't need therapy, I'm perfectly fine, or oh, therapists, they'll tell you to do this, they'll tell you to feel a certain way, and it's not true. So they both just they're both like down that aisle. But then as soon as you've gone to therapy, you just realize that probably 80% of it is yourself, and the
Yeah.
other 20 is the therapist, giving you support, giving you things like tactics, like breathing tactics or mental health tactics,
Yeah.
or maybe even a bit of homework. So I
Yeah.
think mine did. They were like, oh, draw like a cloud in the middle, and then like do lines of things that make you feel this way, and then do another one where it was like things that make you feel another way, and then and from those things try and stem when did you first feel that feeling, to try and sort of get back to it, and just keep going back and back and back, and then it will just nip it into the bud.
Yeah, I think a lot of the people who I know have very varying experiences with therapists when it comes to it, because some people just are not ready to open themselves up to these people, and obviously there's bad therapists out there. Like it's a big job. There's always going to be people who are careless about it, people who are not like super caring about it, and people who are like in there because it's like they just wanted to do this because they want like the big buck or something like that. I don't know. But like most of the therapists I know and like talk to, and the people especially, apparently there's a few people on VTubing world who are mental health professionals. There's Jay, obviously, who was there's Jay, there's Horatius, there's me, there's a few other people, and there's like I think all of them. I noticed all of them have this deep sense of empathy to them, and I am personally preferring to be empathetic with a lot of people I interact with. I try to like be there for people. I try to like interact, and also I noticed a lot of us we tend to take a tactic of hanging back. So like for example, the drama happened, right? I think you were there. You know what I'm talking about. Several pieces
Yeah.
of drama happened like around the server. I'm just to say that.
No, yeah, no, I know.
What happened is I hanged back. Like even though I was presented with like you should not talk to them, you should not talk to them. I said fuck that. Like I openly said I will not be stopping to talk with anyone just because I was told by anyone. Because if they did something bad, right? I would like to hear the side of the story. B,
Yeah.
if they admitted that they did something bad, right? And if there's details and stuff, for example, I saw on one of them, I saw clear regret of his actions, right?
Yeah.
There was regret, and talked to me like not gonna do it again, but like yada yada, going off the internet for a while, etc. 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 And I say, yeah, cool, I'm cool. If I notice anything, if I do not notice any change in the behavior, I will drop them. Right? I tell that to everyone. But that I think costed that neutrality and that lack of radical thinking has costed me. I think several people kind of distancing themselves from me. And I noticed this. I did notice that, but I will not abandon my principles for people who cannot handle the fact that people can grow from their mistakes.
I completely agree. It's like I don't know if you were there for this one, but there was a similar situation where a person came into a Discord and started spreading hate and said, "Oh, there's a social media post going around. This person is saying that this other person is, a horrible person. Like that they've done this, they've done that." And I said, "Well, okay, where's the proof?" They froze and they went, I went, "Have they affected you?" "No." "Do you have any receipts?" No, they say they have receipts." "Okay, but where are they?" And another thing was like, this person who came in to spread the drama, they had a habit of never coming in to say hi to people. It would always be, this stuff's happening, this drama's happening, this drama's happening. The only way I could describe it, it was like, the people in high school who sort of thrived on drama. It's like they never came out of that phase. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm again, incredibly blunt, and sometimes it can come across as a bit bitchy, and I don't mean it to be like that, but it's just I don't. As someone who's been accused of stuff myself that has been incredibly incorrect and far from the truth, and this, that, and the other, I never want to jump to conclusions without actually either witnessing it myself or it personally happening to me or someone I'm close to.
Yeah. Thing is,
So
I also
carry on.
yeah, sorry. I participated in several. I did not participate directly in anything or was accused of anything because I kind of keep to myself, and people just don't really have the in to my like. You know how people collect like messages out of context. They collect everything.
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
I just do not give anything. Like I'm very, I'm that person who just like you have no fucking clue what's happening in my mind. Like if you look at my chatting and like my conversations with people, I say a lot, but I do not say anything. Like genuinely, basically, do not say anything. I somehow manage to dodge speaking about myself every time. And that's not even
Yeah.
intentional. I just managed to somehow dodge. I've been talking to a person for 3 years and they may have no fucking clue anything about me. Because if I'm not asked directly, bluntly, I will never mention it. Never.
But like, again, it's one of those things. It's long story short. In college, I was very, I always want to make sure everyone's happy. I'm a people pleaser. Like, parents didn't, pay attention to me, so because of that stems, the being a people pleaser. That's just the way I
Yeah.
am now. And I remember in college, someone was going through something, and they disclosed personal information to me. Now they said that to myself and this other person. And then literally a few days go by, and then the person who told me that information about themselves, they walk up to me with about 3 girls behind them. And they were like, "Oh yeah, everyone knows about what I've told you. Who did you tell?" And I didn't tell them anything. I didn't say anything. I said, "Well, you told 2 people. You told me and you told that person." And they just went, "Oh, I know it's not that person. I know it's you, yada, 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 yada." And they started bullying me relentlessly and talking about me. It's like I would go to the loo, I'd pop to the toilet, and they would actually follow me in there. So while I was on the toilet, they would actually go in, talk about me as if I wasn't there, and then I would wait for them to leave, but they would actually stay and wait for me to come out just to, do things like, like splash water at me and, like soak me and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And the worst thing I ever did was say they were right. Like, actually say they were right. And stuff like that, it might not be much, but it can actually stick by you. So that's why if anyone is ever trying to spread any kind of hate or accusations, I always say, give me the receipts. Show me the receipts. Because
Yeah.
if there's no receipts, I'm not going to just, do this.
Yeah.
I told them. Oh, yeah.
I do not believe in guilty until proven innocent. I do not believe in that. Internet seems to be believing in that recently. I do not. I believe that. I think that's bullshit. And I think people who there's situations I noticed where it's like, oh, they pulled like his tweets from 8 years ago, and he's a completely different person now from what he was before.
People grow.
And now like he's completely but like they pulled like 8 tweets from 8 years ago, and like how he and they called, and now suddenly it became a drama even though it's been like 8 years ago, and he's like a completely different person now, or she's a completely different person now. I will not stand by these things. I will not jump on a bandwagon ever, and if people expect me to do so, fuck you.
No, I honestly, I respect that. Because I think the internet's a great place. Don't get me wrong. The internet is an amazing place. I mean, you got streamers, you got VTubers, that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But you've got a bunch of sheep, or you've
Yeah,
got
sheep. I'm a psychologist. I'm gonna say it. That's a very sheepish, very herd mentality. Very herd
Yeah.
mentality. We psychologists, we can see that's the fucking truth. And Jay said the same thing. Most people are fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's one of those, right? Thanks to social media and thanks to the internet and that sort of thing, people are actually getting more easily influenced. So, a certain well-respected male, for example, now hear me out. I respect that they fully believe in what they were saying, right? And I respect free speech.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, some of the things they were saying, if you do take it out of context or you don't listen to the whole conversation, which a lot of clippers were doing, it can actually spread some hate. And because anything that's on the internet can be put out there for a while, forever, for ages, it's very easy to manipulate, like a famous person's, you know, interview or voice or quote or anything like that to mean whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Yeah.
And because of stuff like that, and again, like the tweets you were mentioned, it's incredibly easy to influence a group of people, again, a herd of people with stuff like that. And it's actually pretty scary. Like, you don't even have to have like half a brain cell to know that, oh, if I take this clip out of context and put a funky filter over it and then put captions on it with the right hashtags, one, I can get popular, and two, I can make a bunch of people believe something that is probably not what they were talking about.
Yeah, I know off the top of my head, I can take off like 10 clips, and I can do it even better because I know people. I know how people think. I know the psyche. I can off the top of my head, I can take 10 clips from a person, and I can completely fucking ruin their image. Absolutely destroy it. I can just doctor it a little bit, like add some screenshots there. I can completely obliterate their image, like just fucking destroy it. Because it will, because people like drama. People like drama. I can like take these things and like put in certain screenshots, and then some person watches it and says, "Oh shit, I need to retweet it." And then some person, "Oh no, shit, I need to retweet it," and then, like everything happens.
This person said this and done this. No, really? Yeah, and then they get on the drama for clout, or so they can be like, "Oh yeah, I was there. I remember seeing that. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you when I saw this. I was one of the first people to share it." They want to get on a hype train.
Yeah, exactly, and that eventually will spin around to such an extent that if you have not paid attention, you would absolutely have no clue I started it. Like you would not have been, you absolutely would not have any clue that I was the person who basically started this whole conversation.
So
I
it could be like you could look on my stream, take a couple of snips out of context, and then say, "Oh, HP is a bully because she said this." And I don't really pay a lot of attention because my mind goes blur, and I would have no idea. I would have no idea if it was like on a very, very grand scale of things. Like,
yeah,
oh my god.
you would probably not even notice I started it. I could like easily say I was the one who retweeted. I was the one, and unless someone like launched an investigation that eventually found out that I was the source of everything, I could be the fucking Moriarty. I would just be sitting in the back and like sipping my cocktail. But I obviously would not do it. Obviously, I would not do it. But like this is just an example of how easy it is to start. Like obviously there's going to be some algorithm luck, but algorithm always follows the drama because there is a loss of clicks on it. People, it's basically it's like.
Honestly, I don't think it's an algorithm thing. Just to play devil's advocate, right? Just to play devil's advocate. Say if people know people because of the internet. People know people.
People know people.
And there is going to be at least one person in either your contacts or your friend group or whatever, one person that loves that clout. So if you post anything remotely drama related, regardless of if they know this or not, all it takes is for that one person who knows a lot of people to retweet it or to say, "Oh my god, do you believe this? Oh, make sure you share it about so no one else can fall for this." All it takes that one person.
Yeah.
One person.
One person, then another person, another person, another person. It's an avalanche, basically.
Yeah, just think of it like this. You post something, and then that one person gets it. But then that one person knows about 5 people, and each of those 5 people know about 3 people. And then they know about 4, and it just multiplies at such a radical rate.
Yeah. And the thing is, people are eager to click on things like the truth about. Like it's always a clickable title. There's truth about this.
Or it has a
My
thumbnail.
experience with this, and that's basically a
Yeah.
clickbait thumbnail, but in a tweet.
Or
Especially
have like a
people,
big thumbnail
yeah,
with like a big, like a stop, not a stop sign, but it's like a red circle with a line through it, like over someone's face. Like, oh yeah, this is why you should never speak to this person, and then that is on their face.
yeah, exactly. Also, if the people see a tweet longer, they will click it. They will fucking click it always, because tweet longers has been always associated with these kind of big dramatic things. That's why a lot of people like fell for the jokes when it's just like my experience with this, yada yada yada, and there's just like a tweet longer, and then people click the tweet longer. It's just 2 words. He's a nerd, and people like legitimately fell for it. Before, because they always click on this shit. That this is just always gonna click on this shit. It's like, oh fuck, you got me. There's always gonna be like a bunch of replies. Oh, like you got me, God damn it! Like there was always gonna be people in the comments, like a lot of people in the comments saying like, motherfucker.
I feel like, again, tech is great, and myself, and I believe yourself as well, we're very lucky because we have sort of experienced a lot of tech. We've experienced what it was like when tech wasn't as advanced, but then we're also grateful enough to know, how lucky we are to have tech as advanced as we do now, because we've seen like the old Nokias, we've seen, the flip phones and, and the Blackberries and the first iPhone.
I was with the brick for a while, that old Nokia brick, because we could actually. I was in a somewhat well-off family, so I could like afford myself a brick back then. But it was like a brick, like one of those, Nokias. All as fuck Nokias, like tiny screens, one of those.
But people who are older than us, even by like a few years, they can sort of be left behind. And it's getting to a point where even the younger generation are starting to become more, dare I say, herdish. But with everything, it could be with clout, with fashion, with this, with that. And on one hand, on the good side, it's like, a good way of expressing themselves, trying new things. Oh,
Yeah.
I really relate to this kind of style. But then it's also, again, another way to spread hate, another way to, receive hate from, random people on the internet anonymously behind a username.
I think anonymity of the internet has really brought out the true nature of a lot of people. It's not even like you,
Yes.
in the sense of like it made someone bad. It's not the same thing as people like to say about power. Power corrupts. No, it doesn't. What power does is exposes what was already there. People tend to pretend to be good, like a lot of people, because they are not allowed to get into the bottom of their desires, so they tend to suppress them, right? So, for example, a person who might be, a creep, right? But they're ugly, but they're anything, and they never show that they're a creep. Like legitimately,
Yeah.
they could never in their life show a single time they're a
Dare I
creep.
say, a nice guy.
Yeah, a
Like,
nice
a
guy.
nice guy, yeah.
Yeah, they will be nice. They will be like legitimately nice. They will be like smile and laugh and like never be like a misogynistic, never be anything. They will like try to stay quiet. They do anything. But what happens with power effect is that if they get any power whatsoever to do as however they please, if they make sure that nothing is stopping them or nothing is going to be get them punished for it, uh, it will slip out eventually.
A good
Whatever.
example would be like a CEO and a worker, or a boss and a worker dynamic, because it's one of those, well, if you want to keep your job, you will do this for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you want to move on up in this workplace, you will do this for me.
Exactly.
And it's like, if you weren't that creep, instead of trying to use someone to help their growth,
Yeah.
you would meet them halfway and you would say, okay, you want to grow, this is your target. If you want to grow, do it. I am here to support you. But like you said, money and power can really bring out the true nature.
Money and power bring out the true nature. That is like a universal rule. Same does for anonymity. One person, a lot of people who are chronically online, and that is like that is a term, chronically online, they are they're often bullied or overlooked. They are often not relevant to anyone really in their lives. So they spend, I mean, why else would they have time to like tweet 500 tweets a day? You know,
That makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just have this situation where they find that they can get attention from the internet.
Yeah.
And when they find it, it becomes a bit of a like a intoxicating thing, and nobody can punish them for it too. Nobody can like take it away from them. Nobody.
Yeah, it's like that attention they've not been receiving. They finally get, it's like they get a hit of it.
Yeah,
Almost
they
like,
have.
yeah, like a drug.
Yeah, a drug. So when that happens, a combination of their own pent up, people have a lot of pent up aggression, pent up
Yeah.
resentment.
With
So
like specific rules and regulations and stuff.
yeah. So when people are, especially in envy, like I am the first to tell that envy is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Sure.
You
It
if
depends on
you
what you do with it.
yeah, envy on itself is not a bad thing. What you do with it is like if you are spiteful about it, if it's like, oh fucking hell, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm envious. I'm gonna be the first to admit I'm envious of Porcelain Maid. I'm envious of a few of my friends who have managed to get past the threshold. I'm envious of Lunari Donna, for example, the friend who I talk with. I'm envious of Rebecca too. I'm envious of a lot of people. I'm just envious of. But I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be any spiteful about it. I respect them. I love them. They're friends of mine, and I
But
wish them all the best.
envy can become a lot of emotions. Envy is usually almost like a starting point. So if you're envious of someone, that could turn into positive things like respect, or you could envy them and you could be happy for them,
Yeah.
or it can turn into hate, or even what's that word?
Resentment.
That's it. Yes, thank you.
And that is what I use that envy. I use that feeling I feel in myself. I use it to say, what can I do better? What can I do more? How can I get there? Because if they got there, if all of these people got there, if Shoto got there, if Bao got there, if the Sync managed to fucking land on Bao's stream at some point and play like Dark and Darker with her, if other people can like get these connections and get up there themselves and be established as bigger creators themselves, I can also be there. And that's why I'm never intimidated with the situation with Grandpa. I talk to people and say I would be intimidated to talk to them. Like, why intimidated? What's the worst can happen? What is the worst that can happen? But I'm gonna
Realistically, behind the screen, they're a person like you.
Yeah.
Now, people are different, and people can react differently, and be okay with different things. And sometimes personalities can bode well, sometimes they clash, and that's just what happens. Because again, humans, like you say, are very complex creatures and
fragile and complex. The thing is, also, it's really interesting how listen to it. Yeah, Jay also mentioned it, and I'm gonna quote him on that. That a lot of these people are they either gonna mix with you or not, and they feel the same way as you do. They often feel absolutely the same way you do. That's why a lot of the VTubing world is a fucking forest of people sitting in their corner, looking around themselves and going, is someone gonna approach me? Is someone gonna approach me? I feel alone. Please approach me. Someone please approach me. And like this is basically the sea of people doing the exact same fucking thing. That is the same. That is the same thing on the higher levels. You have Fallen Shadow, Shonda. She almost never collabs with people because she's introverted as fuck. She probably never approaches people even of her own size because she has the same thing going, and I'm just speculating here, but she has the same thing going on with like maybe I'm bothering in them, maybe they don't have time, maybe they don't have like yada 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 yada. Same thing with Chibi. I know she's very fucking shy. Like she might be going gremlin mode on stream, but she's very shy. It's one of those people. I can see that in her behavior. She's very shy as a person. And she also has that thing how to approach people. She tweeted it several times how to approach other people. Like tell me how to approach other people. Or like on a recent post I liked, an idol Ian star. Yeah, I'm almost done. Don't worry. I'm almost done. Like 15 minutes, I think. I'm gonna go for 15 minutes and like stop after that. But like, don't worry about it. We have a thing with Raven later, so I'm just like informing her. Anyway, to continue from where I was speaking. And like, and she was talking about how I don't fucking
Like, I do completely. Oh,
Shadows.
I
Who's this?
will-
Shadows. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna be done in 15 minutes. In like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, not more. I need to finish my, finish what I was saying. Okay.
we got into a strangely deep conversation.
Ah, right. Avengers Sevenfold. I just don't remember the names of the artist. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna be done in a moment. Anyhow, want to continue on. So I always watched a VTuber from Idol Ian. It's a group. It's just one of the smaller group. Idol. It's one of the only remaining ones I know who doesn't. Yeah, sure. I will play. It's one of those people who have that thing where they only hire male talents, female talents. I mean, until this point, and and she also talked to like how she has that same thing, and like next time you want to like collab with me, please post this video because I don't know how to start a conversation with people. So they have all of these people have that same fucking thing happening across all levels, across all absolutely all people are all antisocial, all fucking antisocial, all of them. They are all introverted and antisocial and all absolutely have no fucking clue how to approach people and how to talk with people. That is just how it is. That's just how it is. We're all people who has no idea how to people.
That's what's good about VTubing, though, because like to other people, it can just be a character, so you're not you anymore.
Yeah, some people are managed to keep the character. I only partially managed to keep a character because I'm not very that hype.
You know what? Same. Like I always thought about doing like a dummy mummy like Ara character, but at the same time, I like being me. I am quirky. I am blunt. I am sassy, and that's Gucci. I just have
To be fair,
hair.
honestly, I'm gonna be straight honest. A lot of these people who do like the Arara quirky thing, like I do these things ironically. I don't think this kind of I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's fun when your only personality quirk is being horny. Like it's not
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
it's
I
not
get
fun.
that.
Like I see a
I
lot of
like
bigger VTubers and all they can really look at show for themselves is like, oh look, I have big boobs and I cannot lie. Okay, sure, Jen.
I just play my voice, so it's like, and it's just
funny.
to go
It's
from,
funny.
like, a quirky Brit. I literally go from like, you're right, peaky fucking blinders to, and then
That is
and
funny.
Then I can also go to a konnichiwa.
That is funny. Yeah, it's just funny. It's just we both know we do it ironically, completely ironically. We don't really do it seriously. We don't really do it anything to like pretend to be somewhere else. Like I know I also play up a lot of my characteristics. I know I can be an unbearable fuck sometimes. Like I can be like I can be a fucking cringe ass motherfucker sometimes. Like genuinely, I've been pointed it out to by people. Not all the time. Fuck you. Anyway. Yeah.
Fuck you or fuck you, and can I watch?
Not all the time. Again, fuck you. It's just we have some banters going on. Never mind that. But yeah, it's just a lot of people. Again, like when I look at there's different VTubers obviously different VTubers. Some people like just do the crackhead impersonation and play like games. Some people are uber serious and talk about like psychology. Other people like read books. So some people are some people are just some people, but other people like, okay, I never understand. I'm not gonna call out names here, but I never understood it why you do that. But like you have this model as like and you grow and your entire brand revolves around being like horny bait, and that is just like I get it, like I get it, like I get it, like I'm not I am I'm not horny bait. I'm not that hot. Like my personality is not super hot. I'm very weird. I'm very weird. I can be a bit antisocial. I can be too blunt. Shut up.
Nothing against you. Your character is very hot. Like the way your character is designed and that shirtless picture, yada, very hot. But like, as soon as you get into one of your streams, you realize that's just not who you are. And I think personally, I think that's really cool.
I mean, yeah, I often got told sometimes that I get a whiplash from my refined looks, and then I go fuck you. It's just like stupid ass bullshit like that. I think that's funny. That's just funny to have this refined look to myself, to like, and then some people actually come into my streams, watch me, and I'm a cringe ass motherfucker.
Oh no, you truly are a cringe ass motherfucker. But that, to be honest, I respect that, and it's just fun.
I don't give a shit at this point. If I'm cringe, I'm cringe. Like I'm cringe. That's it. I will be cringe. But I'm not gonna be cringe enough to like have. See, I'm cringe.
But hey, I make you cringe. So
Yeah,
you know.
I think the thing is people who deny they're cringe. I was the one. I was the one. Raven can agree with here. I denied I'm cringe. I denied long enough I'm cringe. But like I also was completely, absolutely not interesting while trying to suppress my cringy personality in all of ways. I was just not interesting. I was just not very interesting.
Denied you were a weeb and an edgelord too. Now I can see you're a weeb and you're an edgelord. I mean,
Yes!
you've got long black hair. You're a recluse in your library. Like, I like knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the thing. For longest time, I was very stubborn about it. That I did not. I tried to play a character that is cool and interesting and like. But like ultimately, what that proved is that my edgelord persona is cringe as fuck.
So what it proved is that you in your everyday life, it really is cringe as fuck.
Yeah, I'm cringe. Like I need to admit to myself, and I need to very embrace the fact that I am cringe in a lot of ways. But yes, I am done. 15 minutes. God damn it. Be patient, my child.
Wait, your dad? Fucking hell.
No,
Hey, Ralph, you have a you whole shit, dad. I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, she should. Absolutely should. Could not be worse. To be fair, knowing Raven's life, that sort of applies in a no-joking manner too. Sorry, Raven.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Sorry.
I do apologize, Rave, that I have been stealing your man from you.
Oh, she's gonna die. She's gonna fucking die from that.
Honestly, it was a very enlightening conversation, and you're just more often when we just sit down and talk random shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate you. I'm leaving.
Love you, Raven. I'm gonna be done in a moment. Don't worry about it. Actually, yeah, I have like 10 minutes with me, and then I'm gonna raid someone. Okay, I'm gonna say minutes, and I'm ready to raid. I think we're gonna raid someone. I actually never raided them before. I think. Oh no, Red Claw. There's Red Claw, which is gonna raid Red Claw. You know Red Claw? You know Red Claw?
I think I do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after a moment.
Visual person, so remember like models better than names. Honestly, this was really nice.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna raid Red Glow.
It's fine. If
Red.
you want to do that, get started.
Yeah. I'm gonna raid Red Glow.
We should do this more though. It's like, cause like,
Oh yeah, it was
I feel
enlightening.
like we have similar vibes.
Yeah, it
Like
was
me and you, we
enlightening.
we've just like either been both in that circle of do I approach them or how do I approach them, or we've just both been busy. So it was nice to just catch it and just chat shit.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. Okay, I'm gonna start raid. Please, everyone, everyone join in on the raid, please. Everyone join on the raid. We're gonna go say hello to Red Claw. Red Claw. It's been a while since I actually said hello to Red Claw. It's been a while,
Red
but
Claw.
I've been to 2 hours. I think that's enough. 7 minutes. So 2 hours and 7 minutes. It's good because 7 minutes I fixed all my shit in 7 minutes, and then I just like added stuff. It's been fun though. It's been fun.
It has been fun. Thank you for having me. Even though I was just like, can I come in and write some smut?
It's fine. You are free. Everyone is free. Like I usually have that policy now, where everyone is free to comment at any time. If I'm chatting, if I'm like just doing the gaming stuff. I want to be a person where people can get. I don't know. They can like get like relax and stuff like that.
You do have that energy, that vibe where it's like there's not really a lot of judgment. It's just good for you. Good for you. It's just that kind of vibe.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna write down. Thank you guys for joining me. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow for there's gonna be a final stream this week. Tomorrow for some some Deep Rock Galactic. I toodles. See you. Bye 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 bye.
Adios.
Okay. What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? Okay. Okay. You know what? Sure. That is a thing. Okay, sure. That happened. That happened. Okay.